Okay, I thought I would try again. I tried going live 2 times before this, and I'll be on for like 3 minutes, and then my phone goes completely blank, and the entire video goes blank. So I deleted them, and I thought I'd try again. But I'll wait and see if some people come in, because I have some stuff to say about Cray Cray Debbie and her dumbass. We'll just call her Cray Cray, because if that name doesn't fit her, I don't know what the fuck does. Hi, Uni. How are you? How are you, beautiful? Good to see you. Oh, it's so nice to not have to work today. Makes me a happy, happy girl. Anyways, before I give my thoughts on Cray Cray, I'll wait and see if some people come in, because I genuinely want to know some other opinions. After the whole debacle where she was in Stacy talking shit about me, but said she was party and friends with the Wolf, and I just blocked her. She fucking flipped her shit, threw a bit, everything else. We just don't get along. Hi, Alley Cat. I just don't talk to her. But I've noticed some things lately, like, first of all, when I was friends with Debbie, which wasn't for long, and maybe I didn't know her, but she would have never doxed somebody because it's been done to her, right? She said that people have suicide trolled her. She was, like, in tears multiple times when I talked to her, among other things. And I won't share everything we talked about because it's not okay, and I don't want to do that. However, when her and I stopped being friends, the first thing she said was, watch now, my phone number is going to get doxed. Bitch, did I ever dox your phone number? No, because I don't care enough to. I don't even remember your phone number, actually. This is how much of a friend you were to me, Debbie. You were never even programmed into my phone, so you're just a number somewhere in my messages. But I remember back then, and I'm speaking on this because I'm speaking on this because A, the LGBT community is very close to my heart. B, I have so many friends that are gender fluid. I have friends that are transgender. I have so many friends, right? So the number one thing that my transgender friends have talked to me about and have told me about is that being called their dead name is horrible. Being misgendered is horrible. It's like somebody just refusing to see you for who you are. So I didn't realize this about Debbie. Like, I didn't realize it for the longest time, and it was brought up. I heard her. It was one of Debbie's videos I actually was watching, where she was talking about how they were talking about this, and she's saying, it's hard for her. He's been her son. It's your fucking daughter, Debbie. Dead name. Yes. Debbie consistently misgenders her child. So if you ever hear Debbie talking about her son, Nadine, that's her daughter now. And Debbie refuses to call her by the proper pronoun. It was my son his whole life. It doesn't fucking matter. Do you know how much you are hurting your child by refusing to call them by the proper pronouns? Like, it's not that hard. I get it. I get you're a parent. I get you're mourning the child that you had. But you're also getting a whole new child, and that child is very important, and that child needs you to make sure to use the proper pronouns. And it's been months now, because I remember way back when Debbie and I were friends, it's one of the things she talked about. So it's been a good 9 months, and you're still misgendering your child, and you're doing it publicly. Like, it's not a big deal. So you're telling me basically, Debbie, you're more worried about your feelings and how hard it is for you to call your daughter that you'd rather just misgender that child and do damage to them, that's very, very fucking selfish, in my opinion. I wanted some other opinions. If you don't want to give your opinion, that's cool, but that's just my opinion. Dead names are a no-no. Yes, Uni. Abso-fucking-lutely. Not to mention, I go into Pox Live last night. I don't go into Pox Live very often because I'm usually at work or sleeping, and I'm in there just chatting. Debbie has to make a smart-ass comment and then retracts it. You know, Debbie, it's awfully funny because the reason why you weren't friends with me anymore is because of Stacy. Are you guys friends anymore? Seems like she's been trolling you. She called you Debbie Downer on Pox Street the other day. Would you go ahead and keep fighting for someone that's fucking you over, dum-dum? Good God. And I know are friends with Debbie as well, but I am going to say this. Shannon had my back in Pox Stream, and Pox kind of yelled at her about that. That wasn't cool. Debbie started the shit and then retracted her comments so you wouldn't see it. That's just what she does. She's a shady-ass bitch. I've heard her doxing who is Bobbles? I don't know who Bobbles is. I don't know. I've watched a couple of her streams just to listen. I think her and her co-host are interesting, so I kind of like the dynamics between the two of them. I do like her Asiatic. I like the fact that she puts the dolls on there and stuff. I think I like doll type stuff. I think that shit's cool. But you're doxing her, Debbie. You're bitching about people doing to you, doxing you and suicide trolling, but you're turning around and doing the same thing to someone else. What the fuck? It's just gross. And I hope she sees the stream, and I cannot wait to hear what she has to say about me because I really don't give a damn. But don't think you're going to come into Pop's stream, talk shit, then hide your comment and act like everybody's attacking you. You're not a victim. The only thing you're a victim of is fucking guilt. Never mind. Let me shut up. But that's just my opinion on the whole thing with her child. I mean, there could be some circumstances I don't know about, but to me it's pretty black and white. If your child is transitioned, that's your daughter now. She, her. Those are the pronouns you should be using. It seems pretty straightforward. And if you're telling everybody that it's just hard and you can't get out of the habit, to me, and I'm only speaking for myself, that sounds pretty fucking selfish. I just, like, you don't understand. Like, your child may not express to you the damage you're doing, but you're doing damage. If you think you are, if you don't think you are, either way, you're doing damage. You're refusing to acknowledge your child for who they are. Instead, you're stuck in the past with who you want them to be, and it's just too hard for you. Do you guys not see, like, there's a common denominator? Her. It's extremely selfish and gross. I really, really feel horrible for her daughter. Transgender people have so much to deal with out in the world with discrimination and fucking hate crimes. They don't need to deal with that shit at home. And I don't know what happened to Debbie, honestly, but she's embroiled in some kind of drama lately. First, you're friends with Tiffany, then you're not friends with Tiffany, then you're friends with Ollie, now you're not friends with Ollie, then you were friends with Secular, now you're not friends with Secular, then you're friends with Miss Passion, who, listen, Miss Passion fights fucking dirty. We all know that. I'm not a fan of Miss Passion, can't fucking stand her. I think she's a dirty, grimy bitch. The shit she said and did to Debbie, calling her cut Debbie, and why don't you finish the job, and now you're her friend? What is wrong with these people? There are some things that are not forgivable. Yes, Judy, I agree. Hate crime, like, that's what I'm saying. Transgender people, gender fluid people, LGBT community have so much to deal with on the outside. So many hate crimes, so much, like, discrimination. And I don't care how much anymore. That's bullshit. There's still discrimination all over the place. The last thing they need is for their parents to not recognize them for who they are. Right? The support should start at home. If you have a strong support at home, it's a little easier to deal with that discrimination. But if you don't have the support at home, you probably feel really alone. It just makes me really, really, really sad for her daughter. And as I said before, as a parent, I understand. As a parent, I understand you are losing one child, yet you're gaining another. Right? So as a parent, I understand you would have to mourn the other child. But you don't get to do that indefinitely and use that as an excuse to misgender your child. That's not what you get to do. And then get mad at people for bringing it up. Well, you're the one talking about it constantly. Me too, Uni. Me too. I really, really feel for people who don't have that support starting at home, because that's your foundation. Like, irregardless, you have a child who's LGBTQ. Who cares? It's still your fucking child. That doesn't change that it's your child. You have a child and you support your child no matter what. Right? You don't misgender them. You don't disown them. You don't kick them out. You don't do those kind of things, because as a parent, our job is to love them. And I'm really happy you had support too, Uni. It's really hard. Like I said, tons of friends. I have so many friends that are gender fluid, gender queer, transgender, and they will all tell you being misgendered is one of the most demeaning, embarrassing things that can happen. It just is. And I cannot imagine how it would feel for it to be your own parent doing it. I can't. Your mother, on top of that, your mother, who's supposed to love you irregardless. Like, I've already talked about Debbie saying she's questionable in having her daughter, the person we're talking about, look up things on other people and getting them, like, wrapped up in YouTube drama, right? I don't, as a parent, my kids don't know my YouTube channel. I protect them completely from my YouTube channel because I don't, A, want anyone coming after them, and B, I don't need them to fight my battle. Right? This is not for them. So I would never, ever, ever, and my oldest is grown, but I would never ask her to look up information on someone so that I can dox their address or go onto Google Maps and look at someone's home and be like, oh, they lived in a gated community, right? And they know what? I don't know. I honestly cannot say if her daughter has changed her name or not. I don't know. I don't know if her daughter still is using the same name. But that's the name that she uses. And so I don't know if she's, I guess I should retract that. I don't know if she's using dead names, but I do know she's misgendering, and that's not okay. She's going to realize it when it's too late, and she's going to end up destroying a relationship with her child because she doesn't want to accept it, because she's too selfish, because she's using it as an excuse to feel sorry for herself, and it's just gross. Stacey, get the fuck out of here. You were in Pop Stream last night. We know it's you. Cancel Debbie. Why? Because Debbie called you on being crazy? Get the fuck out of here, Stacey. Look, I don't like Debbie, but you're not going to come in my stream and talk shit. You can leave. Goodbye. Bye, Stacey. As a matter of fact, don't come back. I agree, Uni. I completely agree. Let's put that little comment up there, though, so Debbie can see that Stacy's in here talking shit. Keep being loyal to Stacy, Debbie, because she's in here talking mad shit about you. Thank you, Uni. Yes. If a person presents with a name, we should respect that. They're like, look, that's not our job to say whether we like the name, whether we want to call the person the name. It's not our job. It's what they want to be called. Why would that bother us? Respect them. It's a simple concept of respecting other people. It floors me. And it floors me that as a parent, I would accept my child no matter what. I do. I accept my children no matter what, right? My kids know they can come to me about anything and we will talk about it. As a parent, I couldn't fathom turning it into being about me when my child is going through a transition. That it shouldn't be about me. It should be about my child, right? Like it should be about my child and me supporting them, not me misgendering them or dead naming them. Like I said, I cannot say for sure if she's dead naming because I don't know if her daughter has yet changed her name. But with the pronouns, she should be respected. Period. Because it's hard for you. It's the most selfish excuse I could ever gender someone. It's hard. Right, it is hard. So if it's hard for you to accept that person and to use pronouns, can you imagine how hard it is for that person who's going chat when you comment, you made your smart ass comment and then retracted it. Is it I'm driving? So might if it gets really bad, will you let me know, Uni, and then I'll just stop the live. It always happens when I'm driving and stuff. I live in the desert, so like certain areas just have no reception. I'm back. Anyways, I just wanted to speak on that a little bit because it has really been bothering me, and I don't think it's okay. Like I said, 7 months ago, when we were friends, she talked to me about that. No progress has been made because she's still doing the same thing. Not okay. Knock it off. Tim and Stacy coming in saying cancel Debbie. Stacy, I'd be more worried about yourself because you have officially been canceled. Nobody watches you. Nobody comes into your live. Nobody likes you because of stuff you've done yourself. So don't come in here talking about canceling anybody else. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Debbie, but I'm not going to let you come in and just slander somebody else. And Uni gotcha. But anyways, if anybody wants to chat, say hi. I just wanted to talk about that really quickly, and I will leave this up. Like I said, I'm sure I'm going to get backlash. I think it's really gross, right? Debbie was the first one complaining when her full name got put out there, when her address has gotten put out there, when she's been doxxed, but she's doing the same thing to this babbling with bobbles person. She's calling her by her real name, threatening her with her address, bringing up pictures of her dead sister. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with people on YouTube? Like, that is disgusting. This is someone who is dead. You're pulling up pictures of them saying, that couldn't possibly be your sister because she's way more beautiful. You're disrespecting a dead person, and the karma coming back on you. I know you say you're a witch, and you're Wiccan, and you're this, and you're that. I wouldn't want your karma. I can say that. I hope your soul motive B can help you. because your karma coming at you got to be pretty shitty. And you should know that if you're wicked, you should know that fucking talking shit about dead people isn't okay. And like I said, I have no alliance with anybody. I don't know Babbling with Bobbles. What I know Debbie, I'm not a fan of her. But like I said, what I've seen her doing lately is just fucking disgusting. Like, disgusting. Gross. Check yourself, Debbie, because when people were doing this to you, you were crying about it. Like, literal real tears, saying they were suicide trolling you. Now, she claims that Bobbles has done all of these things to her, but I've watched, like, I went back to Bobbles' channel just to see, like, what the fuck was going on and why Debbie was being, I honestly thought, well, there's got to be a good reason, right? If Debbie is doing all of this, which, stupid thinking on my part, there's never a good reason to dox anyone. If Debbie's doing all this, they must have done, like, maybe this person did it to her first, right? So I go and I look, and as far back as I've looked, I have not seen anything like that done to Debbie. So I'm a little confused on why you're bringing this woman's grandchildren up, talking, like, putting their names out there. Debbie, nobody has ever doxed your children. You are the one talking about your children, constantly mentioning their names. This lady hasn't, and you put her grandchildren's names out there. Like, it's just okay. I don't know, man. I thought that people had morals. Like, there's certain things you don't do. You don't put people's addresses out there. You don't fucking dox people. You don't bring people's kids up. Now, yes, I have spoke on Miss Passion's children because, and that was way back when, but I never talk badly about someone's children, right? If somebody's kept their children's names quiet, I don't go through and dox their children. There's no excuse for the reason the way you're acting, Debbie, and it's gross that you look grimy. Hi, Shannon. I was just talking about Debbie. Shannon was there last night and saw Debbie come in and make her smart-ass comment and then retract it so Pac couldn't see. So when Shannon said something to her, Pac was like, oh no, Pink Stars, you're not going to say that about Debbie. No, she is going to say that about Debbie, Pac. She absolutely is. Because Debbie came in, made a smart-ass comment, then retracted her comment. Anyways, I'm just ranting about Debbie. I know it's stupid. But the whole misgendering thing is really getting to me, and I've been quiet about it, I think I've mentioned it a couple times in a couple other lives, but honestly, like, the more and more I hear it, the more and more it enrages me for her daughter. Just the way people have gotten on YouTube, it's dirty. Fuck, doxing children's names, grandchildren's names, looking up people's addresses and threatening them and saying, oh, you live in a gated community, your house is pretty nice. What the fuck? And having your child help you with that? Like, come on. I don't even know. Look, since Debbie and I stopped being friends, I've been quiet about her. I haven't even fucking said anything about her until the other night when I did mention her misgendering her child. And then last night in Talk Stream, she was talking shit again. So I went in. I mean, Stacey's been going into Debbie's streams, fucking calling me an old, wrinkly, nasty, gross old lady. And Debbie keeps the comments up. Do I care? Do I say anything? No. But when it comes to the point where she's misgendering her child and she's fucking being disgusting and doxing people's grandchildren's names and threatening people, like, you know that's blackmail, right, Debbie? Like, you know it's blackmail for you to be like, you better knock it off, Christina Bass. That's not even her name. She said it multiple times. Or I'm going to let everybody know where you live. You live in a pretty nice house in a gated community. You know that's blackmail, stupid. Yeah, oh yeah. Hi, Charlie. Call me wrinkly, old, that I have an old, wrinkly walk. I'm just like, you guys are so fucking petty. My girlfriend loves my old wrinkly walk. That's all that matters. I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of how low people are going. Like, that's fucking dirty. You're not proving anything, Debbie. You're not scary. You're proving that you're just as low and snaky as all these other people on YouTube. Congratulations. Give her a hand, guys. ASAP. And Debbie, you have no right to talk about anybody else using filters on their pictures. Because if I would have to pick out one person who's the most heavily filtered on YouTube, it's got to be you. Thank you, Uni. Alyssa as well. She came into my life for a little bit last night. She's working right now. And she'll probably call me on her lunch break. But she's working right now. Uni, you're beautiful. Your skin's glowing lately. I don't know what you're doing with it, but whew, that glow, though. No, Stacy, you're evil. Stop coming in under troll accounts. That you're just pissed off because Debbie called you crazy, which you are. Get the fuck out of here. Nothing. I'm just talking about Debbie misgendering her daughter and being a low blow bitch. That's all. Like, she's gotten really grimy lately. And then she came into Pop stream last night, made a smart ass comment towards me, then retracted it. And when Shannon stuck up for me, Pop called Shannon out. And I was like, wait a minute. Debbie did it first. Oh. Well, you look at your skin looks amazing. Is it the African black soap, Beauty? Like the shit made by Shea Moisture. I have the Shea Moisture. My daughter actually has the Shea Moisture one. And like I said, Debbie is not my favorite person, but Stacy, you're not going to come in here and slander her. Knock it the fuck off. Stay the fuck out of my live stream. Nobody wants you here. Nobody likes you. So get the fuck out of here. Yes, my daughter uses that too. She likes it a lot. Just Debbie being stupid. Were you in Pop stream last night, Deb, where she came in, talked a bunch of shit, then left? She made some fucked up comment, then retracted it, and when Shannon called her out, basically Pop got mad at Shannon. And I was like, wait a minute, though. She started it with me. I didn't say a word about her, dumbass. And then hit her comment so Pop couldn't see it, and you're going to yell at Shannon? That's not cool, so I just left after that. Yeah, Debbie's just a piece of work. And she's like threatening that Bobbles lady, saying that she's going to put her address out. Like sharing the lady's grandchildren's name, just being a fucking dirty, grimy bitch. Like the same shit she cries about people doing to her, she's doing to others. She can't make up her mind who she gets along with. One day she likes Tiffany, next day she hates Tiffany. One day, I swear to God, 3 days ago, Janice Dickinson was in her stream. Janice Dickinson, who made all the fucked up videos about you. You were allowing her in your stream, you smart kid, you. Yeah, she does talk pretty slow. Well, when we can see her lips moving right fast, half the time you can't even tell if she's talking or if she's a ventriloquist, for fuck's sake. You can always speed it up. Oh, Marilyn Manson. Oh, Marilyn Manson trying to make a comeback. Anyways, let me stop now. I was too. I was too, Shannon, honestly, and I'm gonna message him on Hangout. I'm sure he'll hear this and say something, but I'm gonna message him on Hangout too because that was wrong of him. And like I even told him, "Ha, she retracted her comment. She started it. No one's gonna do anything to Debbie. Why? Because you wanted Debbie's pants? I mean, is that why?" I don't know. But Debbie posted some short the other day that said hashtag crush, hashtag Pac. Really, Debbie? You know Pac's got a whole girlfriend or wife, right? Fly me ass. You're dumb. You're dumb, savage. Yeah, but I can't. I just can't with her. It's really bothering me. I know it's not my business because it's not my child, but like I said, I'm very close to that community, and it really bothers me to hear somebody be misgendered constantly and just have to accept it because it's coming from a parent. My kid, like I tell you what, my kids are not involved in my YouTube channel. My daughter got doxxed once. My kids have asked me, "What's your YouTube channel?" I won't even tell them because they don't need to be a part of it. It's just another thing people can weaponize against me. No, absolutely fucking not. I mean, you took a picture of my youngest daughter and called her a dog-faced N-word when my youngest daughter could be any single one of you in the looks department in a fucking second. I might be a little partial because I'm her mother, but I can tell you what she's not is a dog face, and you just made yourself look stupid by using a racial slur. Yeah, that's sweet of you, Shannon. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what her, like, you're literally fucking still pissed off at me over Stacy, and Stacy's coming in here talking shit about you. Time to wake up there, Deb. Is all the medication you're on fucking with your mind? Is that what's going on? Well, you know that I always have your back too, Shannon. And like, honestly, please don't ever feel like you have to defend me. Please. I don't ever want anybody to feel like they don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to defend me, because you do not. And if I'm ever wrong, please feel free. And like I say this to all my friends, tell me I'm wrong. Definitely spaz. Definitely spaz. I just had to talk about the whole misgendering for child things that was really bothering me. Oh, Shannon. So Byron was live today and was talking about where he's staying. He's staying with his old mentor. Now, does anybody remember all of the slander him and Miss Passion did about his mentor, Kim, saying she stole money from him, she was stealing his money, blah, blah, blah. But now you're back at her house when you need something. Look, he's lucky. His mentor's a lot nicer than I would have been. I would have been like, fuck no, fuck you, find somewhere else to go. Right? Go away, Stacey. Like, basically, nobody cares. That's why you've taken all your videos down. Nobody even likes you on TikTok. From what I understand, you've been going live on TikTok, and you get maybe one person in there. Or maybe one crazy foreign account professing their undying love for you, so you'll marry them and give them a green card. That's about all. But let me say this. Keep fucking with me, Stacey, because like I said, Constable Pinnell did reach out to me, and it would be very easy, very, very fucking easy for me to email him back and say, yes, I would like an investigation open. As far as I know, there already is an investigation opened on you, too. For TikTok on private? Of course it is. Thanks, Shannon. I didn't. Like, that's the thing. The whole thing that happened between Debbie and I, Debbie was in my stream talking shit about Stacy. Then she was caught in Stacy's stream talking shit about me. I didn't argue with her. I didn't fight with her. I simply blocked her because I don't have time for it, right? If you want to be friends with both of us, that's cool. I understand. People don't have to dislike the same people I dislike. But when you're over there talking shit about me, that's a whole different situation. I just blocked her. Ever since then, she's been throwing fits, talking about me in our live stream, saying that I was going to dox her phone number, which I never did, by the way. Just being a dumb bitch, right? So I've just ignored her. Well, she sure had something to say last night in Talkstream. Now, maybe she's so high on God knows what, she fucking forgot what she said. But she did. Yep. Yes. Yes. I would like I said, yes, Shannon. Fuck that. He wouldn't be coming to stay with me. Miss Passion accusing people of being Kim, saying that Kim stole all his money and they were checking into it. She was going to get arrested, but now you're at her house. Took him that long to acquire like his bed and his living room furniture and the TV and all of that stuff. So to lose it all that quickly and that easily because you wanted to go move in with some lady and then it didn't even work out. Hi, Roger. No, it bothered me too, Shannon. I stuck up for you. I said, wait a minute, what? Whoa. Debbie came in here and made a smart ass comment and then retracted it. It's because Debbie, I told you, she made that video with some short that said hashtag crush, hashtag talk, and it's like a video of just her legs. Like, here's my question. Why do we just see bits and pieces of your body? Why don't we see your whole body together? Like, it's either her legs. Like, okay, I am a master at angle and flattering angle, and I'm going to tell you guys something right now. That's why Debbie doesn't show her whole body. There's something she's self-conscious about. That's why when she's, like, taking those pictures of, like, her stomach and boobs, if you notice, her arms are always really close together. She's pushing her arms in to push her boobs together. Hi, Chaz. Yeah, I was upset too, Shannon. I'm going to talk to him about it. I'm going to message him. We're just talking about Cray Cray Debbie. I don't know if you know who that is, Chaz. She's gone cray cray out of her mind. It's a fucking perfect name for her, obviously. I just can't believe the way I've heard her talking and fucking threatening people with their address and putting people's grandchildren's names out there. Like, you're the first one bitching when people say stuff about your kids and you put their names out there. How could you dox somebody's grandchildren? Gross. I know what it is. Like I said, I was born at night, but not fucking last night. I know these hoes ain't right. These hoes ain't loyal. I mean, as a woman, we all have areas that we're not confident about, right? Like, we all have those areas that we don't like to show, that we're self-conscious about. But, ooh, what is in my tooth? What is that? Oh, it's my protein bar. But as a woman, I also know, like I said, I'm a master at angles. Oh, yeah, she's definitely fucking cray cray. Her and Stacy were besties for a while, and then Stacy started trolling Deb. I don't even know what happened between them, but something happened. And now Stacy's coming in here talking shit about Deb. It's just garbage. Like, that's grimy shit to do. You're not making, you're not sticking up for yourself. You're You're not making people think you're a badass bitch. You're making people think you're grimy. Like, if that's the way you want to be seen, go ahead. But you will never see me doxing somebody's children's name or somebody's grandchildren. You'll never see me fucking, have you guys ever seen me dox an address? No, I would never do that. That's where you're getting into dangerous shit. Stop being a fucking asshole. There's no reason to be looking people up on Google. Actually, I wanted to share this because this was a mistake I made. So way back when Debbie and Miss Passion were fighting, I had Miss Passion's address. I've had it forever. Never shared it with anybody. Never doxed her. Right? Debbie asked me if she could have it. She wanted her letter. Stop story about how Miss and I have the emails to back this up, Debbie. So don't you dare try to say this is a lie. Saying that Miss Passion was suicide trolling her and all this other stuff. So I gave it to Debbie. Not a week later, that Nova account was made that literally doxed Miss Passion's address. Weird, right? Was that you, Deb? Did you do that? Now, that was my bad for sharing it, but at that point, Debbie was my friend, and I fucking felt horrible, and I felt like Miss Passion was doing that to her, so I did give her the address. But I never fucking doxed her address, and I find it really fucking funny that Nova account popped up a week later doxing her address. She's got more than one screw loose. That's what I'm saying. No wonder her and Stacy got along so well. Oh, Shannon, what mascara were you talking about? Did I send you the Hourglass one? If I did send you the Hourglass one, it's a really good mascara. I don't really wear mascara because most of the time I just have extensions or fake eyelashes on. I stopped getting extensions though. They pulled my eyelashes out. Like, not only did they pull my eyelashes out, but they're expensive. Right? They don't know that. But I just felt like mine were shedding so much that by the time I would go in to get a fill, they'd be almost non-existent. Maybe I'm super rough on them. I don't know. These hoes ain't loyal. I was a fool last night. I know these hoes ain't right. God, I can't think of the next line of that song. Or is well, if I continue to robot, I'm gonna. Why am I? Savage, I'm gonna message you on Instagram over some weird ass shit going on. What's weird to me is, like I said, I went to Babbling with Bobble's channel. I've never heard of her before this. So I started watching her. I actually like her aesthetic. I really like the goth stuff. I like the pictures of dolls. I like horror movies though, so maybe that's why. So I really like listening to her. So I went in there with no judgment, nobody's side. I watched Bobble's videos, Babble's Bubbles videos, I watch Debbie's videos. I watch Debbie be a gripey bitch. Bubbles, yes, has said some things about Debbie, but I have never heard her dox. Not what? I don't know if you guys can hear me. And oh, I'm going to message you right now on Instagram. I'm actually going to end this, and I'm going to send you some messages on Instagram because I want your opinion on something. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go. I love you all. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye. I'm messaging right now, Seth. Bye, Roger. Love you.